Yes, something from King Supreme, that something would be from me. Yes, I'm a beaver bee. Won't you leave a bee and then you could leave alone? Leave one of fucking no one, son. That's enough of something that's on the top. And those would be the awesome ones. Awesome was shot within the gun because then the acoustics would have drummed from off of them walls. Ricochet, something that he would say, then go crochet. Or maybe it was cricket ball you play. Won't we do something that's never been done? That's hard to dog. Give me a second, let me get my berries or berries picked from the yard. The London one. When we stretch our arms, we're unstoppable. Indestructible me, something that's supreme, has to be something with sour cream. Fold it for me. Fold for the 40 nights of cold to come, because then I'll cold cock y'all where you belong. In the sided jaw, undecided y'all. Your time was up, the last sand is fall from the hourglass's home. Yes, this home is inside my dome. It roams where all the prairie dogs poke their heads from out a hole to see me flow. Would have been all you need, now you can be gone. Back to dust from whence you come, because then the prince would start with some of his bestest, because it's the newest of additions to stick. And then the fucking gorgeous chick would've got all wet. Even if she wasn't that hot, she would've got wet in a pot where her legs were touched. And that's the way I wanted, dog. That's the way I saw you up. The way that put you in the fridge when it's no longer cold, but I'll plug it in when I go. It's out in the garage. Some more of this flow for them, some more. If it wasn't some, it'd be nothing at all, because some was small. You see what I'm saying, dog? Rhymes and exits, I got you biggest. Make your exodus quick, or exits if you just a bitch. Wanna just pocket this where it belongs with the tape, so it won't come open on the route to get to your house. Oh, to get a basket of what grandmother made. I'd be all the lit like lump, but I have no shade. So it's gonna get your cornea all burnt out, cause I'm hot and glow like sun. Stare at me a while. Won't you get a biscuit fish and then I'll butter it with margin, bitch, with the marginal shit that I used to send. It's got a surplus now, I gotta fucking rehearse some more, because my horse was done. I walk on huff, I walk on eggshells and wax paper, dog. This is the way it felt. To be so over the top. Maybe your bento soups needed some warming up, so I ladle it on. Until the pressure met, the gaze admit that it couldn't admit anymore what it tried to express. Or did I mean it? When I got demented, bitch, just the sizes inside the mouth that's kept to tell the sharp of fallen flesh. Yes, pardon the loss, and the sharpest part from the shark would ever have been spit inside of the water that was large. The aquatic stuff was all I loved. Maybe some of the sea we could touch and pull you asunder so you couldn't float. You wanted that water in your oxygen, dog. I mean, you want that oxygen in your lungs, but it caught because it's got dispersed bark to where it went, dog. And the bubbles that pop when they reach the top. See, my fresh was good. My fresh was fresh you probably never get, because you only say like we and shit and bonjour when somebody left. Boom. Diamonds that sparkle on rings I found, a treasure chest, or when the skeleton became a mound of bones on the ground. And then I could draw a line and say, Where all of them sandcastles be, that's where I am. Maybe some of y'all will be what could have been stretched like it used to be skin, but now it isn't. It's become my instrument, bitch, and I love it. I play it. And then y'all dance if you want, or seated, well, the chick would have probably slipped off a while ago, because then I slipped into a nocturnal state, and then the bitch would flip the arms reluctantly, like, yeah, I guess he's the best. They followed in and took a sick, they fold a friend, because then I could fold you all like you was Folgers that you said. That gets folded though, I guess it does, it come from lips. And most of the time my best guess was spot on. So would you like a tea? Or maybe you want to spit on a stick, like a pig would have did with the tail that would twist. And then the vines get interlocked when I get into this dark. A semi-truck will get flipped with the biggest of loads that was logs that was caught from the northwest. So can you hear my talk? No. Verizon commercial, bitch. This is some batteries I bought so it gets the charge that it was, and then here I come, the cavalry, son, to carve you all up like you were Thanksgiving din, but more that's for lunch, and then the murder's begun, because once it does, it wouldn't stop, because you all need to tell someone, this is an MLM, you can sign at the bum. When my bum goes off, I create a dog, and then I get into my creative stuff, or in a place I thought I was most creative now, because then I could cremate yo, and that's all I want, and I don't think I'm asking a lot. Zebra said I could, and Zebra knew, he knowed his neck was long, but not as long as Giraffe, and that's his uncle somehow. Maybe I just go into the Oculus state of when the octopus is, that I can rip it mean, because whatever he says goes. We learned this a while ago. A bunch of them bubbles were submerged, but now that they know, I could rip this like I always wanted to, dog. I'm Rumpelstiltskin with a slinky that goes down steps, you can count them all up. But I would have told you at the end, would you rather find out a little bit earlier? That's okay, I guess. The gas proceeds to the end of the list. It don't need the end of them list, because I got into this bitch. Yes, a gusto of let's go, because we got this big cord about to get flipped, yo, because we could stretch like a limo. When the lemon plug, the citrus does what it wants to at the circus, dog, as them rings will start, and then the nets were never found, so his body squashed, and gravity helped do the job, because then we could do dog all day long with the bird that hum, our favorite song, and guess which one it was, this one that I said, isn't that a bus? Ain't that over the 21 you were supposed to get? And the dealer grins, and somehow you want to give him a slit, a backhanded one like he's a bitch that sits on the corner to make money you spit. Maybe I just spit this ridiculous cause I can. Maybe all that shines on top was all the shit that's bought from being rich when your loved one's special day was coming up. But it's yours as well. Why you act like it's only hers? You should get shot with a musket that's long and fall in dirt. That's not even mud, cause you don't deserve the wet, it should just come from y'all. It shouldn't been gift and receive. You should just gift it, bitch, and then I fucking get my talents all erect like I'm the grifting that I am. Because I'm grifting this bitch. Is that when you stole? I don't know the vocab like yours. I make mine up as I go. Maybe was pulled on husk as the co, because then I could come over. Or maybe come over your tub, because you're bold, no. Maybe I'm bold with some, because I got some Doritos. I rip the top, then I go to town, because then I can say it all, and say nothing at all. If my crystal ball had told me so. Boom. Get into this, dog. Yes, I is. Thanks for the backhanded compliment, or the pat on the back. Boom. That's what I'm saying now. Fuck yeah. Fuck y'all. It's right, and I love y'all. ring, dog. Look at my ring, dog.